Jen of Chalk It To Me with Jen. And today I wanted to do a very special project with you. We have all of our materials right here, including the transfer I'm gonna use. Now, even though this one is brand new, remember our transfers are reusable self-adhesive transfers. So this will be reusable after I finish this video. They're reusable, the manufacturer says 8 to 12 times, but you can get more out of that as long as you take care of them. So we're gonna use this transfer, these two gorgeous colors. This is mint green and peachy. Mint green and peachy. And I've taken one small squeegee and cut it up into two pieces that we're gonna use with our colors. So I'm just going to get this out of its bag and fuzzed, and then we'll get started. Okay, so our transfer is ready to go, but before we start, I want to talk about this amazing surface we're working with today. This is actually a piece of heart pine that was reclaimed from a home in Baltimore and sanded down for me specifically to use for this. So this is one side, and here's the other. We could obviously do either side, but I feel like this side might be a little harder to chalk because it's got a lot more surface here, like bumps and ridges and stuff and dark spots. I don't know. It does have this cool knot though, right? Let me look at the other side again. All right, I think we're gonna go for broke, you guys. What do you think? Should we do it? If it doesn't turn out, we can always do it on the other side, right? Okay. So here is the transfer that we're gonna use today. I fuzzed it, which just means I put it down on like a towel, or in this case, I used my shirt because I was too lazy to get up and get a towel, but that's all there is to it. Let me just try to avoid, I just wanna place this as close to the middle as possible. I'm so excited to work with this wood that I wanna make sure everything goes smoothly. That does not quite look straight, does it? So because they're reusable, you guys, once you stick them down, you can pick them back up, which is a big benefit if you're eyeballing things like me. Whew. What do you think? Does that look good? I ask you like you can tell me. All right, I'm gonna smooth this down extra hard just because of the surface of the wood being so bumpy. I don't want this to bleed a ton. Fuzzing the transfer is gonna help it come off easier and not damage the transfer in the process. Usually when you're chalking on a non-Chalk Couture surface, if it's like a non-Chalk Couture chalkboard or something, you wanna make sure that you, oh dear, there we go. You wanna make sure that you wax your surface, and you can do that. We sell paste wax sticks, or you can go to the hardware store and get paste wax. And you do that just because when you pull your transfer off, if it's got like splinters or stuff stuck to it, it won't have as long of a life. But that's only with non-Chalk Couture surfaces. If you're using a Chalk Couture surface, there's never waxing required. For this particular piece, I chose not to wax it because I just didn't want to do anything to change the character of the wood because I just love it so much. And what I'm doing here, I'm using the edge of the squeegee. Usually I would not do this, but this piece has so much texture that I wanna make sure I'm getting it into the grooves so that when I put the paste on, it doesn't end up looking wonky. I mean, this does have some weathering and stuff in the letters, so it's gonna look rustic, which is perfect for this piece of wood. All right, I think that's pretty good. Like I said, if it's not, then we'll do the other side. All right, so I think I picked the mint and the peachy today. I think I'm gonna do the peachy for Together and Favorite, and the mint for Is Our and Place to Be. That's what I think. So I'm gonna do the big areas first. And this is our new 3-ounce size of paste, you guys. These are really nice because in addition to added value, you get another ounce for not that big of a price increase. But they have our new jars with the extra wide mouth, and the plastic liner is gone. They put a foam seal around the edges. So this is super awesome. I already mixed this up a little bit, so it's ready to go. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and open our mint as well so that I can move quickly. Because when you're working with chalk, again, you have about 5 minutes. And then you got to get that transfer off of there. And that's going to be a little tricky today. So ready, set, go. I like these little ones for projects that have small pieces like this, because they give me more detail, more control. I'm a little bit of a control freak. I'm okay admitting that. I'm okay admitting that. So all I'm gonna do is just fill in the spaces. If you guys have ever used, like vinyl stencils from like a Cricut or a Silhouette, you'll know that those are, you can achieve kind of the same thing, but they're one-time use, whereas these are reusable. So when you're making crafts, you can make something for yourself and a friend. You can make something to sell. You can find new ways to reuse your stencils. It's super, super fun. Or you can like have a chalkboard on your front door that you change seasonally, and you can use some of the same transfers from like Christmas to Christmas or Easter to Easter or spring to spring, whatever, you know? So lots of fun reasons. I'm like, I'm panicking thinking I missed something. I did not. We're okay. All right. Here comes the fiddly bit. So I just want to make sure I keep this paste away from where I want the other color to be, right? Okay. This is gonna be tricky because I'm not moving. There we go. I'm just super excited about making this piece of wood into a craft. It's already beautiful in its own right, and I feel like now I'm reclaiming it myself to make it something different. And then I get to have a little piece of history that lives right in my house. So it was salvaged, and then I reclaimed it with my crafting. All right, you guys, I think, whoops, get that in there. I think that's our peach. I'm gonna real quick move on to our mint so we can get this transfer off of here. Almost done, you guys. Almost done. Okay, whoops, I see a little spot here. All right, you guys, I'm gonna put that over there because a little bit of the peachy got on it, and we're gonna pull this up. Now, don't judge me. When you pull a stencil up, oh, I did get splinters in the back of this. Oh well. When you pull a stencil up, you should always pull it straight from one direction to the other. Maybe I should have chosen the side here, guys, instead of from corner to corner, because corner to corner could warp your transfer. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. No matter how many times you do it, there's still a deep sense of satisfaction when it comes off right. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna set my transfer aside to be cleaned off. They clean off with simple water, as do your squeegees. Move this out. Let me just cover these up, and then let's take a look at what I did. What we did together, you guys, because together is our favorite place to be. Do you love it? I'm so glad we decided to go on this side. It caused, like, you know, a little bit of character in the letters, but I think that just gives it character. That makes it like a rustic look. So anytime you're working on a textured surface, you're gonna have little bumps like that, but overall it just gives your product, your finished project, a more rustic, sort of unique look that you can only achieve by being on a surface like this. So I'm gonna clean off my transfer. I hope you all enjoyed watching me make this project. If you did, please subscribe to my channel so that you can see more great content like this. Also, if you look at the video description, there's a link where you can purchase the transfer and pastes and squeegees that I used today. Again, that was a small squeegee that was cut in half. So the wood, however, cannot be bought online at least. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you subscribe, and I hope to see you again. Thank you. Bye.